Greetings all, it's Greifer here. We're bringing you another replay. This one is of Ranked again, and it is a Bronze League game on North America. We have our guest for this replay, Zorgie. He's taking out the Tier 10 Smaland on his team. Midway per team, Ohio, Shiki, Kremlin, Napoli, Hayete. Pretty decent team, you think, and on the enemy they got a Midway, Montana, Vermont, Slow Rate of Fire, Begonia, Yoshino, Gearing, and Shimakaze. So, just noticing straight off the bat, we've got 4 members from the one clan. So, somebody's doing clan count-ins at Bronze League level. But if you don't know the Smaland, she is a Tier 10. She was a free XP ship. She went for 2 million free XP when she came out. She had 120mm guns, 2 barrels per turret, and she's got 2 turrets. They're dual purpose. They will make good short work of planes as well. Her stock reload time is at 1.7 seconds, but with the plethora of skills, things like Fearless Brawler and Adrenaline Rush, that will come a lot further down. Decent AP damage with her guns as well as with anything broadside. Chance to set fires is 8% on a stock vessel, and max dispersion at stock max range is 100 meters. So she's really all about the guns. But she has torpedoes that these go out to, I think from memory, 12 kilometers. My bad, 12 kilometers for the torpedoes, and the torpedoes are a little bit off, wonky. Instead of like being 4 and 4, it's 1 rack of 5, 1 rack of 3. We have enemy gearing pushing straight in. Hang on, I'm pausing it here. I'm pausing. Look at the mini-map. First things first, the enemy gearing has no camo. Bronze probably has no flags, let's not even discuss that, but he's nose in, knowing that there's a CV and a Smaland and a Hayete. If you're the DD that's going to contest early, try and go at least in with your booty, go arse in so you can disengage. The gearing's actually doing good damage on Zorgie in reply here. There goes his radar. It looks like Zorgie's not running the radar extension mod. He may correct me, but thought it would go for a little bit longer, but this is still really a good damage, and the Kremlin gets in a bit of a hit there. That should 2 seconds, that should be enough shells in the end to claim it. Keep spamming it. There we go, first blood to Zorgie against the gearing, and it doesn't pay the BBs shooting him, but that I don't know what that was, Zorgie. A bit of anger management there that someone shot at you. Nice duel, but the gearing gave it up. Gearing gave it up there pretty quickly. He dropped his smoke, knowing it was you, and he slowed down. I think the play there for the gearing should have been to turn out, go north, and drop his smoke. So it still takes 6 seconds for the Kremlin to light him up through that smoke and disengage with you, because your radar range is 7.5, so he could have comfortably disengaged you and mitigated a lot of that damage. This is a bold play here. So CV's in play. Kremlin's got you for AA support. He's pushing in. It looks like it would be a 2v1 because you got the French BB and you got the Vermont. Yeah, I don't think that's a clever play, because you could comfortably secure this cap. He would just eat damage in that position, and he's put himself so far nose in that he can't disengage. Zorgie sees the opportunity. The Begonia has fired her main battery, so he's just shooting his shells, trying to get a bit of damage, trying to get a HE fire if he can, but to no success. And with that, Zorgie gives his team a bit of an advantage. They're up 2 caps to 1. Enemies are down, actually 2 boats. Yoshino goes down pretty quickly. Everyone on Zorgie's team looks pretty healthy on paper. This Vermont doesn't look so healthy on paper. Double fire. Two torps, no flood. Did the Vermont DCP? Yes, he did. Zorgie's damage counters not going up. But the Kremlin here, he is now looking about being half health. He's not in a great position still. He can't disengage. Vermont's coming around, but Zorgie's doing good work. He's supporting him in the best way that he can by farming the enemy BBs. Hayeta goes down to the Shimmer on the off flank. Oh, it's bold push. Got Napoli, Ohio, Shikishima going up that gap, and there is a Shimmer that they're pushing into. I don't think that's the boldest of moves or the brightest of moves. Maybe if your CV's giving you direct vision, that might be, but I think the rock offended Zorgie. He's sending torps towards it. Yeah, Kremlin's in the red here. He won't be here for much longer. Another nice fire in the Begonia. So without even really cracking a sweat other than that first engagement, Zorgie's up to 70,000 damage. He's used this island nicely. Yes, his Kremlin has done the spotting with his face as he just tanks damage, but all up, Zorgie's 70,000 damage. He's done what he could. If we can trade out the French BB, not the B. I'd still be concerned on the off flank. The Shimikaze's still around, and the CV's coming in now with planes to finish off the Kremlin. Very, very low threat. There he goes. So they've secured that. Zorgie, I really wouldn't sit here, even though... Oh, the Montana took one there. If he gets spotted by the planes, I'm assuming the Vermont or one of the BBs will eventually go out onto HE. Thankfully not now. You can see the Vermont fired his AP at the Shikishima. Oh, good man. Good man. There's no more Shikishima. There was a Shiki. It is long gone. The Shimmer flooded him. So, pretty quickly, Zorgie's team went from a position of strength. They hadn't even lost a boat now to being 3 boats down. Yes, the Montana's low, the Burgonia's low, but they potentially will get heals. That was a good drop by the midway. Gunbloom keeps Zorgie lit here. They've still got a good 50-60 point lead, but... Oh, he might... Oh no, Napoli went down. That's actually huge. That's huge. 2 torps and a flood. Lovely work there. The flood looks like it's sticking for now. But that is absolutely huge against the Napoli. That alone could have comfortably kept them pushing Zorgie's team's home cap. But with that down, looks like the Ohio's now turned around. He's decided that the 3-man push into a Shimikaze with CV isn't a good idea. Fancy that. Who would have thought that without vision or radar, pushing a Japanese tier 10 destroyer would be a good idea? There was no need to. People may say, but you know, they were winning, but there was no need to. The green team are on 2 caps. The enemy team have to push in and make a play. It's just simple logic there. You don't have to win harder by having 3 caps. Vermont obviously knows he is lit. I don't know what comms are going on, but you could say, oi, 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 CV buddy, bestest buddy, old chap, can you put a flight over? Something's keeping me lit. Here we go. Zorgie, at this point, gets his first plane. At 9.5 minutes in, he kills the plane. He gets his rudder incapacitated, and yeah, the midway misses. Very lucky for Zorgie. Oi, jolly old chap, those torps did hit me. Can you do another flyover? And the engine's out on the Vermont. Not that it needs, the engine already moves supremely fast. Now this is a bold play by Zorgie here. He's gone open water, and rather than use the island to disengage, he sailed in front of it. 8 more planes are down. He's beached. Uh-oh, says Zorgie. Oh, Vermont fired HE, and he led in front of the DD. Got 1 shell, but he led in front of the DD. I reckon had you been going forward, Zorgie, the Vermont might have actually hit you more, but he didn't anticipate you having a professional beaching moment. The Ohio's still pretty good. You still got 2 caps, so even though the enemy team's got more ships, they're finally, the Vermont might be going in for a 2v1. So remember I said at the over about a minute and a half ago, 90 seconds, Zorgie had 0 plane kills. He got his first. He's already up to 12. This is the nice part of the Smaland's dual-purpose guns, in my opinion. Most destroyers say, look, there's a CV, and he says, oh, what CV? Yeah, most of them's fighters at the moment, but he's got the special captain. He's just kicked off one of his talents. Continuous AA damage. It goes up. So already up to 22 planes in under 2 minutes. Most of them probably will be from fighters, and there's a flood on the Vermont. Whoa, that was unanticipated. The friendly CV goes down. That's actually a huge loss. Kudos to the enemy Shimmer, that is. He's got a few good kills there. The Ohio secures the Begonia. So now it's 2v4, 2v many, and the Vermont is trying to secure this cap. Thankfully, Zorgie's got a bit of a friend here as he obtains high caliber 135,000 damage. Mind you, remember he did take out that enemy DD early, the Begonia, so he's done the damage to the required ships. Plane kills keep being basically incremented up. Gets another cheeky fire, so we're up to 11. Nearly at 150,000 damage. 10 resets. Engine boost activated. He's now looking at if they can get the Vermont down, this cap will be theirs. There's nothing really. The Midway can't press in. The Montana's out of the engagement, and the Shimmer's well out of the engagement. And it looks like the Vermont will go down here. He won't take the cap. He'll get reset. Between the Ohio and Zorgie, he'll go down. Zorgie gets his second kill. 176,000. 13 fires. And now even more planes to the tally. So having had 2 caps for the max duration of the game thus far, Zorgie's team have put on a pretty high lead into the mid 800s. So the enemy team have lost a few boats, and they finally have taken their second cap. This should have happened much sooner, I believe, and they could have changed the game. Would have put more pressure on Zorgie and the Ohio. So Zorgie's not running RPF. You can see the torps coming from here, so he knows where the Shimmer's location is. Very close there. So he's lit. So the Smaland's trick, good old Belfast days. I'm lit. Oh, radar. There's a super low health Shimikaze. You need the radar module, Zorgie. 700. Aim to the right. Oh, not to be. He didn't take the cap, if you notice. He did not secure the home cap. So Ohio's still going in. Looks like he wants to try and take on the CV. 30 planes down, 180,000 damage. If he could take down that Shimmer, that would have been huge. Their 60-point lead is being eroded quite quickly. Ohio, I think, will go down here. He's got a smidge, a bare smidge of health. Support B, says one of the players, and I honestly don't know what they're going to support it with. Did you just talk the island again, Zorgie? Let's hope not.
Last one standing.
Now this could have been an interesting predicament. If there was one more vessel, you could have been potentially going for a solo warrior. As it is, your team is now 50 points arrears. Monty's on life support, Shimmer's on a sliver of life support, and the CV comes seeking a vengeance. You have hurt his pride. Now, if that rock wasn't there, your torps may have done the difference. Nice actual hold there. The Monty didn't get shots on you. You secured the cap, so it's 2v1 now. Air defense expert, 6 planes are down. That combo hurt, not going to lie. The Monty and the HE dive bombers did hurt you there. But 38 planes. I think you would have got 38 planes had it been a Nakhimov. Still, even with the high down, the midway, he should have been steaming towards Charlie. I wish I could see his position. Monty's going Charlie of all things. He doesn't want to obviously take on your guns or your torpedoes, but I don't think they've got the lead. Oh, navigate these well. Zorgie's concentrating on the torps more than the planes, but the CV whiffs that one. Oh, actually no, he gets a smidge. Battle of the cripples. Who has the more willpower? We're at 964. Oh, Zorgie gets the lead. His team gets the lead. 2 caps to 1. Here, look at this. 972 versus 970. The CV has to... should be pressing F here and using whatever dive bombers he has left to finish off Zorgie. He's done 2 passes now with the rockets. They have not done the job. He's not even going to have time for another pass. He should have just brought out dive bombers again. Just like that, out of nowhere, Zorgie wins. Now we can see here, we don't have the end game screen, but we did see he got air defense expert. He did get the high caliber. He got first blood. Zorgie tells me it was over a 3,000 base XP a game. That is massive. 2 kills only, but the amount of work that he had to do for the amount of planes, the amount of damage he did to the battleships and the destroyers, and keeping the CV away from himself, that is a phenomenally good carry, even in Bronze League. Most players would have lost a few boats, so the minute it turned, they would have just gone in, I'm done, move on to the next game. So, awesome win. Shame you don't get some real credit for that game, other than your own pride that you did a good game. But thank you for sending that in, Zorgie. That was a fantastic game. Now, if you have enjoyed this content, please click on that subscribe button down here in YouTube, or give me a follow on Twitch with the details that are down in the description of the channel. Thank you for watching this replay. Do take care out there, and I'll see you on the seas.